Hey, sleepyhead. Something I want to give you.
Whoa! You're giving this? To me?
Yeah, use it well.
That's the sword you gave Chapu.
Well, he never used it. Where's Yuna?
We're taking the same boat as Yuna, right? Why do we gotta wait here?
Yuna came to this village 10 years ago, when the last calm started.
The calm?
Since then, she's been like a little sister to me and Lulu. But she had the talent. She became an apprentice. Now, today, she leaves as a summoner.
This is our journey. We should leave together.
You really don't need all that luggage.
They're not really my things. They're gifts for the temples we're to visit.
This isn't a vacation, Yuna.
I guess you're right.
Okay, off we go.
Hey guys, welcome back to more Final Fantasy X HD playthrough. And as you saw before the cutscene, we got the second Albed primer. So anyway, let's continue on down the road here. The beginning of the pilgrimage.
Here comes one now. Hey, why don't you try out that sword I gave you?
No problem.
Not too shabby. You kept up with him pretty well. Might make a good guardian someday. A flyer. My kind of customer.
Okay, so that was just a little tutorial about which enemies that each character can handle. As you saw, Tidus can handle nimble enemies, and Waka can handle aerial enemies. You only need to know about that, like, for, like, maybe most of the game until, like, the post-game, where pretty much when you go on, you can go on to pretty much anyone's sphere grid, and then pretty much anyone can defeat just about any enemy with the right stats and skills. So anyway, here's another.
That looks like trouble.
Ha! Watch this!
Told ya, only magic can beat that thing. If you can't beat them down, you gotta use magic of an element they don't like.
Magic? Element?
Let's have our black mage show you what I mean. Lou, you're up.
Clueless, aren't you? Good thing I'm here.
Okay, so as you can see, the fiend we have right in front of us can only be beaten with magic. So right now, so spells of ice can defeat fire fiends easily, and vice versa, and also the same with lightning and water, pretty much.
Spells of ice work well against fire fiends, and ice fiends are weak against fire magic. You follow?
I get fire and ice, but what about lightning and water?
Lightning and water are opposed, just like fire and ice. This one here is a water fiend, which means...
And this is just me nitpicking a little bit, but did anyone notice, like, Lulu's mouth still moving, like during the cutscene, even when she wasn't talking? I don't know. And actually, there's a little, like, Easter egg here that if you cast the wrong spell against the fiend, she says this is... Anyway, I'm gonna try it out just to see.
was a bad example. This one's a water fiend, so fire and ice aren't very effective.
Enough with the lesson, Lou. Let's get this over with, yeah?
Just a little thing I've never seen, but I was watching one of the playthroughs and I think Dark Kefka said it once in this playthrough that if you hit the fiend with the wrong spell, that Lou said something different. I just wanted to see if it was true or not. Anyway, let's end this. And we get another sphere level. See who gained the... Ooh, Tears gained the sphere level. We'll deal with that in a moment.
Take your time.
Let's get going, man.
We're gonna wait.
Huh?
Are you ready?
What's going on?
It's an ancient custom. People leaving the island pray here for a safe trip. Chapu didn't pray that day. Said he'd miss his boat. That should do it.
Okay, now I'm not sure if that changes anything in game. It probably doesn't. It's just a little side thing that doesn't affect the game at all. But anyway, let's go ahead and check TS's spear grid for a second, and we can level up his strength by 1 point. Nice. Okay. All right. Anyway, moving on. Alright, so here we fight Kamari. I'm gonna just go ahead and use the cheer ability a few times here. Boost our strength and defense. We'll try to go for the overdrive at the end of the fight. Okay, I think it's enough using cheer. Let's go ahead and go on the attack. It uses a jump overdrive. I think Kamari has about 750 hit points. So we've knocked about almost half of his hit points away. Okay, I'm gonna use cheer ability one more time and then we're gonna end this. Up we go. And I'm not gonna be saying that too
That's
much because I
enough.
know that's Dark Kefka's trademark. Just thought I'd say it maybe once or twice.
What's with that guy?
Himari Ronso, of the Ronso tribe. He's learned the fiend's way of fighting.
That's not what I meant.
He's another of Yuna's guardians.
Huh?
Sometimes we don't understand him either. Kamari doesn't talk much anyway. But he has protected me since I was a child.
Okay, now before we move on, there is something I do want to show you guys that I actually forgot to show you at the beginning of this video that I want to show you before we actually leave the island because it'll be harder to get once we leave. So I'm going to go back to the video. Okay, and we're back. Now, the first thing I do want to show you, and it ties in with the second thing I do want to show off. After you beat Kamari, you can also buy weapons from the shop here. Just thought I'd show you that. I'm actually gonna buy maybe 1 or 2 weapons from this shop. Let's see. I don't need that because I already have T.S.'s Brotherhood. I definitely don't need the Enchanted Rod since I have Yuna's Rod of Wisdom, which has plus 5% magic and plus 3% magic. But I will buy the Official Ball. And the Magical Mog for Lulu. And I'll buy a Seeker's Arm Guard for Waka since he doesn't have any armor at the moment. But that'll be it. Okay, now if you notice that she says her dog dug up something, now that ties in with the second thing I want to show you in a second here. Let's see if we can find that dog. Should be around here somewhere. Okay, there he is. And there you have it. Our new Aeon Valifor has just learned another overdrive. But still, I can't understand why something you get from a dog's mouth can teach an Aeon in overdrive. I don't know. Yeah, whatever. It's whatever. I mean, we got another overdrive. It's cool. Anyway, I'll see you guys back at the section where we left off. Alright, now that we're back, let's continue. Oh yeah, if you guys can hear a siren in the background, please excuse it.
A flyer! That's your department, right?
True. But, why don't we let our summoner show us what she's made of?
Okay, that's better. Now, anyway, the lesson is about just switching out party members for other party members. So what we do is just press L1. Now let's switch in Yuna for switching Yuna.
Your first real battle. Let's see some style.
Show us what your training has taught you, Yuna.
Okay.
Okay, so now we can use the summon command to summon our new Aeon. Alright, let's get this show on the road. Miss! Okay, now this attack here, it delays an enemy's turn as well as damages them, so it's pretty useful against enemies that are affected by delay. But as you see, it won't delay his turn until after his next turn. So what I'm gonna do here is just use a black magic spell instead. And try to build up his overdrive. It shouldn't be too hard. I use the boost command if I have to. Speaking of which, the boost command over here, you take more damage, but your overdrive charges faster, and the shield command is useful when you want to block heavy attacks, which your overdrive doesn't charge at all. Once I get his overdrive charge, I'll actually be able to show that off. Okay, I'm actually gonna go ahead and boost. Speed this up a little bit. Miss! Now I can actually do it. Now, his first one, which you have by default, I'm probably only gonna use once just to show it off here. So let's do it. Energy Ray! Alright. Oh, and while I'm thinking about it, let me actually set the Aeon sequences to short because, you know, just to shorten the video times because, I mean, seeing the Aeon sequences over and over sometimes gets a little tedious.
Another one of those. No problem. Leave this one to me, huh? Say goodnight, birdie.
Okay. Now, this is showing off skill attacks. So let's use his dark attack. Okay. Miss. But of course that's because he's under darkness. I'm gonna view and defend, so she gets some experience points too. Sonic Boom! And how did that hit Yuna while he's under darkness? That's weird. Alright, switch Yuna out for Tidus. Use the cheer ability once. Okay, so the darkness spell, the darkness status effect is worn off, so I'm gonna recast it. And there we go. If I had known he was gonna die, I wouldn't have even bothered doing dark attack. Oh well. I'm just gonna stay here for a little bit and show off all the enemies in this area, which there are only 3 plus that Garuda. Nope, and there they are. Okay, and Tias takes the wolf down. Waka takes the flyer. And of course, Lulu takes the flan. Alright, let's continue. And also, one thing I'm going to show off before the end of the video is I think I pretty much know what route that each of my characters are going to take, except for Kamar. So let me go ahead and show that off now real quick. Now, I'm probably going to have Lulu take a route over to... Where is it? Okay, what I'm going to do is have Lulu take a route over here, have her learn some of Yuna's spells, Cure and Asuna, and some of these spells over here. Because coincidentally, it also links over to her level 2 spells. So I'm gonna route Lulu over to Yuna's side of the grid, learn some white magic spells, then have her continue on to her own grid and learn the level 2 magic spells. Now as for Yuna, I'm gonna have her go over to Lulu's section of the grid. Over here, learn the black magic spells over here. Then reroute to her own section of the grid. Let's see, where is her section of the grid? Okay, right here. Yeah, and then reroute over here to her own section of the grid, learn her spells, and then eventually I'll reroute her back over to Lulu's grid to learn the level 2 spells, and so forth and so forth. As for Waka, I might keep him on his section of the grid, though if I can, I may route him over to Orange's section of the grid after he joins up, to have him hit harder, but we still have some time on that. As for Kamari, I'm not sure, but usually whenever I did play Final Fantasy X, I would have him go over to Riku's section of the Spear Grid so he could learn Steel and use early before Riku joins the party. So that's what I might do again, and then I'll probably route him over to Orange's section of the Spear Grid so he can begin to hit harder, just to show that Kamari isn't useless. Like, Kamari's far from useless. It's just that I will agree that he does become underwhelming late post game. But anyway, let's go ahead and I will get this MP plus 20, then move Waka this way, have him learn accuracy plus 2, then have Yuna, first I'll have Yuna go this way, because the the null spells aren't really important right now. And that'll be it. Alright guys, but that's gonna be the end of this video. I'm gonna save here. I'll save in a new spot. But that's going to be the end of this video. Tune in next time, where we'll be setting off to begin our pilgrimage. Until then, I'll see you guys later. Take care.